Yo, what is good, everybody? It is a glorious Wednesday, midweek. Good old hump day, some people would call it.
Some would.
Some would.
True.
But it is a good day to feed. It's a 5-star feed feeding you that nerd news. I know our buddy Ryan is not here with us today, but he did give us some cool stuff to talk about.
Indeed.
I am Tony Klapper, aka Mr Fivestar. I'm not 100% today. I'm not feeling too great. Little under the weather.
Oh,
But as
no.
always, I'm joined. I know, Fee. It's sad. I feel the real concern. And it just made me feel good.
Deep in the heart.
Uh,
I was like, oh.
as always, I'm joined with Mr. Fish. How you doing, Fish?
I'm doing good, man. I'm nervous. I'm excited to be here. The Green Zone Life in the Blocks campaign has been going gangbusters so far. We are at we just got some more backers there. Let me
Very good.
put it
Before
on.
we get into that, let's introduce Fee. Fee, what
Yeah,
up?
let's introduce Fee. What up, Fee?
Hi. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Oh, Tony, where did he go? He's feeling so bad that he dropped off. Like, that's
No,
how
he's
off
back
he
there.
feels
It's just
today. Wow. Oh my
We're not
God.
sure why it's been doing that. It's not us, just us. We've seen other people having problems with the restream where it's just dropping people,
Wow, that's so crazy.
keeping them in the
Yeah.
back. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. But weird. What's up, Fee? How are you?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know if this is even like, is this a simulation? Am I in a real life thing?
I think
I have no idea where I
I
am.
think so.
I'm not sure yet. Maybe
Um,
I'm still in the dream. Maybe this is a dream and I'll just wake up really soon.
maybe. Uh,
Hopefully.
but I wanted to make sure we introduced good old Fee because that's crazy not to. I mean, come on. And then I wanted to say Fish. You currently have a Kickstarter running. It's
Oh my
at
gosh. You
40%, over 40% already. You launched 3 hours ago. I know
What?
you were live.
You said you're nervous? When did this launch again?
It launched 3 hours ago, and we
And
are
you're
at
okay, time out.
43%
Excuse me.
right
You
now.
were nervous and it launched 3 hours ago and you're already at 40%.
Mm-hmm. But we just got another one. Just
What are
Yeah.
you so nervous about?
28
well,
backers,
it's just
baby.
it's a big campaign. It's for the Green Zone trade, so it's more money, it's more everything. Man, Fee's in the back. Come on,
I just
Fee.
brought her in.
I was just so amazed. I just dropped out. I don't know I don't even know what happened. I got kicked out. That's so crazy.
Mhm.
Restream's being so strange, bro.
The
Yeah, it's
the
been
numbers is so crazy. I got kicked out. That's wild.
acting weird. It My whole camera went out on me earlier today. It was
Wow.
Yeah.
it was
It's definitely being strange, but
So you were saying you're at 40%. This launched 3 hours ago. I'm sorry. Please elaborate.
I'm excited, but I'm nervous. It's for the trade paperback, so it's a bigger book than I've ever sold before on a Kickstarter. It's a bigger ask that I have to ask for because we got to print bigger books at higher numbers to get them cost
Mhm,
effective.
mhm.
But it's an awesome campaign. There's lots of cool stuff in there. We all know the characters. We all know the characters from Green Zone Life in the Blocks, but there's bios of the characters that explain that, like, Virgil is an orphan that grew up in the blocks with nobody looking out for him. Everything he's had to struggle for.
He cries blood.
Oh yeah, cries blood when he gets scared. We got Brooks, who grew up in the suburbs and his dad had citizenship, and he's tall and handsome and popular and was going to go into the Marines, but they have strict helmet requirements and he didn't want to have to cut his horns. We've got Bellamy, who's a late bloomer. She was human a couple of years ago, and now all of a sudden she is a scary genome and having to get used to being viewed differently in the world than she has been her whole life, and get used to being around people she's never had to be around before. What is up, Brad Arnie? Good to see you again, man.
Greetings.
We get the can we get the
Greetings,
comments
Brad.
put up on the side, Fish?
Yeah, we can do that.
I like to see. I need to see it.
What was it?
I'm not seeing the chat.
It's there. I gotta adjust some settings. Somebody adjusted the settings somewhere, and now apparently it's reset it for everything.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now they're easier to see.
What up, Justin?
And then we got Danny, Virgil's training officer, who looks human. He just looks like a Korean kid, but he has a mutation. He has to have the green stripe on his uniform, just like Virgil and everybody else does. We've got more about the story, about the world of Green Zone, about the attack on the police station, about Virgil having to decide after the bombing, is he going to follow orders or is he going to risk everything, going back and forth in and out of the police station trying to find Danny and save his life, about Waters getting poisoned because she grabbed Bellamy by the arm and got stuck with her quills.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Somebody poisoned the Waters.
And that's after like 2 hours, and it's that bad already.
Ouch.
Those quills are dangerous.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of quills, usually quills aren't really safe.
Yeah.
Peter quill is a nightmare.
These are covered with toxins and stuff out of the air. And then we got the pages of the books, all that stuff.
I got an interesting question for you.
Yeah.
If this was a jingle, what do you think it would sound like?
Oh, you want to know what it would sound like?
Yeah.
Let's see if this plays. Y'all tell me if you don't. If you
is it more? Oh,
he's got a jingle.
Oh, he has a jingle.
He's jingle ready.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Also, it's more trap. I was gonna be like more 70s theme, like kick into the thing. I see.
Man, no, this is in the block. Feed the block is hot. It's trap.
I mean, the blocks was around for a minute.
I mean, I know, but this block is hot.
This is trap block.
This is a trap block.
Okay, got the 808s. I hear it.
Can y'all hear it? Okay.
We can barely hear it.
A little bit. It's faint though, but I get the vibes. I wanted to ask.
Okay, because all I can hear is the music. I can't hear y'all over it.
Oh dang! You just vibing out. You in the trap. You was in the mix.
Oh yeah, it's loud on my end. But anyway, y'all can.
Do they have lightsaber wands?
They're like taser wands, is what they are.
Ready your wands.
Because they don't let the genomes have guns. That you don't. You're not going to let the people you think are already going to turn into supervillains have.
You don't give them all the power, do you?
No.
Give them all the power.
And they only let them work in the green zones. So, like, you can go beat up on your own kind, but you stay over there and
that's crazy.
Prove you're not a threat first. It's
genome on genome crime.
Yeah, it's a tough world.
Crazy. Yes, that's actually really crazy.
It's tough out here.
But yeah, we've got digital bundles, we've got t-shirt bundles, we got 2 different shirts that you're going to be able to pick from if you pick one of the t-shirt bundles. In the end, we've got the deluxe digital tier that comes with the 3D minis as STL files, so you can print them yourself if you have a 3D printer, or go to your local library and print them, or your local makerspace or whatever and print your own copies. And for that tier and above, all of the stretch goals that get released, like There's going to be a 3D model of the police cruiser from the book, the bus that they get driven into work in, even Virgil in the back of the little truckster that they drive around in, him and Danny drive in. All of that stuff's going to be released as stretch goals. So from that digital deluxe version up, you'll get the digital version. And then the version that gets you actual 3D printed miniatures of the characters. From there on up, you'll get the physical versions of all the stretch goals that get unlocked.
All right.
So
that was me. I took that off of there. I don't know why it's not like showing up in my little chat box to where I can see it.
Oh, do you have your? Oh, I don't know. You said it's just not showing up. You press chat.
It's
or
like
something.
there, like the box is there, but it's just like there's nothing on it. Strange. So
very strange.
But when we look at when I just looked on the phone, it's like having that up there and us on the bottom looked strange. So I just took it off there. It's okay. You can tell me when people comment.
I will.
But, yeah, I mean, this is no surprise to me that everything's laid out exactly the way it should be. Fish never misses when it comes to laying out these Kickstarters, having all the bells and whistles. Everything looks super professional. Everything looks well done. Everything is super thought of and thought up of the way it should look. I mean, the man's a mastermind when it comes to putting these things together. And like I said, having all the bells and whistles and everything. So it looks really, really well put together like usual.
Man, I'm telling you what, Brad Arney, ever since Esteban on the other show got a 3D printer, all I've been seeing is ads for 3D printers, and it's really making me want one so bad.
Hilarious.
And now I'm like, man, I should just go ahead and pick up the 3D software again and relearn it so I could start designing all my own little action figures and printing them at home and put them in the next campaign. One thing I'm really proud of is I figured out this time around how to do a retail bundle that hopefully would be beneficial for stores. So like for just $80, they can get 5 signed copies of the Green Zone trade and 2 posters to hang up to put in your shop. And that way you can actually make a profit on the book selling it in your shop, where a lot of people are selling it for over face value on the Kickstarter. Who wants to buy a bundle of 10 floppies for $20 a piece if you're only going to be able to sell them for 5 or 10? That don't make sense.
Right.
But already sold one of these, I know. And even if you just want to buy this and give them out to people for Christmas, go ahead. That's fine with me. Do it if you want to. Worst case scenario, more people get to read Green Zone. Oh no, what will I do?
Right.
That would be terrible.
This is issues. What issues are these again? I know you said
this is issues 1 through 4, which is their first shift on the force, and it has the handbook in it too. I'm adding like 6 pages at least of material that I had to cut out to fit the page count for floppies, for each issue. So I'm putting back in scenes that got taken out, and I'm re-editing it into a director's cut, so it's like from the beginning to the end in order, and then it's getting like 30 pages of extra stories and stuff that I've done about the world of Green Zone, following like other characters, so you get more of the world fleshed out in those stories. And then there's going to be new handbook entries for all the characters that didn't make it into the first handbook. And there's like a be drawn into the book tier that's already been, one of them's already been snagged up. So for that one, either you or your original character get drawn into the book, and then you'll get a character bio page in the character files for that too. So
fine. That's cool.
It's probably going to end up being about 180 pages by the end, with extra handbook pages for the backers and stuff. But
nice.
Very beautiful. Beautifully done. The Green Zone looks very clean.
It does look clean.
Doing metal covers for the first time. I'm excited about that one. Comes with a t-shirt. We've got the one with the 3D printed minis and a sketch card of whatever you want. And like from that tier on up, anything that you back gets all the released physical minis. And like if you just want the car, when that gets released as a stretch goal, it'll be an add-on if you want to add it on to your order. So.
Hey, you got a whole kit and caboodle right here, man.
Oh yeah, man. I've been working hard getting this thing put together and ready to go.
Yeah, I was like, you'd have to be working hard. I don't think not working hard would get this result. So I mean that's pretty spectacular.
True. I'm glad you found the digger at your local shop today. I put it on my pull list. I've been meaning to go pick it up, but it's TS that's my editor on this, and he's writing Alice Lost in Wonderland. He wrote a book through Invader Press, The Digger, which is basically it's what if Indiana Jones hunted short round, and the first issue just dropped at comic book stores, I think this week, and I haven't been able to go get it because I've been stuck at home working on this Kickstarter.
You've been putting some work in it. It definitely shows. So kudos to that, you know.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
I appreciate that.
Beautifully done. Now I have a question for you. I sent you a link. I know it showed on the video, but were you able to see it?
Oh, I know. I haven't been able to see it. I'm sorry. I appreciate you sending it to me.
I was trying to make it easy for you, man. I was trying to do like the 1-2, like the quick, you know, the easy layup. I was trying to be like Steph Curry with the pass, like the no look. Like, here's the link, man. Like, look at it real quick.
You were on top of it.
Oh,
I'm just swamped. I've been busting my butt on this thing all day and all night, getting it ready. Up until like right before it launched, I was redoing some of this artwork and stuff and tweaking things, and then
like that.
Streaming, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming over the next few weeks, making sure I'm getting the word out about this. But yeah, I'm sorry. I've been hustling. I was trying to get to it, but I just ran out of day.
You ran out of day. Oh, sorry, ran out of day. Day y'all used up. Sorry now. All out of day. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it that way. Sorry, it ran out.
Man, I keep telling myself, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send out that email, and I'm gonna send that update to the backers of that book, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna post that on TikTok to get the word out. And then next thing you know, the day's all gone, and
they just spent.
I got like half of that done.
They just all spent. It's all good. I know Tony saw it. But
he's talking about the day spent.
The day was spent. The day was just spent. You know, ain't got no more. Ain't no more day to go around.
No days left.
No.
It's all used up.
We are like better than halfway to unlocking our first milestone, which will be releasing the 3-inch Virgil sticker, which will be cool.
Oh, that's cute.
So we'll probably have that released by the end of the day, I'll bet.
I mean, I don't know what you was nervous about, because the fact that it's the same I get it, but
well, especially right now, everybody's broke. So, you know, I mean, asking for money for a floppy is different than asking for money for a probably going to be 180-page book. You know, it's a whole different animal. So yeah, I was nervous, but I really appreciate the way everybody's come out and shown out and shown their love for the series. And
well, it's not like you also aren't somebody that supports and backs people's stuff. And
oh yeah,
you know, I think that's going to go a long way always. And the fact that you're always interacting with people on here, you're always doing your thing. I mean,
precisely.
You know, that's gonna pay for it. That work is gonna pay.
It's a ripple. It comes right back to you.
I appreciate it. I just got to say, this is one of my favorite things. What is up, J-Man? Good to see you.
What's up, buddy?
This is one of my favorite scenes in the book, just because you get a look at the genetics. I was talking about this on the earlier show.
Very good question, Brad.
But people wonder, like, you know, how did Brooks end up purple? Well, his mom's got blue skin and his dad has red hair. And when those genetics
Well, that makes sense to make purple.
Like his sister has blue skin and white hair like mom, and his brother has white skin and red hair like dad, but then he's got purple fur, and the little brother over here has blue skin and purple fur, and the little kid in the background is just covered in red fur. And
they popping out a lot of kids.
It's a,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say, it's a very colored, visual, very complimentary, colored
popping out some kids.
Chain of events. But Brad asked the question. He said, "Have you voted on Vigilance's real name, or have you pushed for the name Fe?" Now, that's actually a really good question, because I remember Mike has brought to me about the name, her real name. I did say I didn't clarify on the actual name. I just said what it shouldn't be. I didn't push for my own name. I just said, just don't let it be this name. Yeah. So I was very passionate about that part. I was
anything
like,
but Barbara.
Yeah, like, just I think it was more the opposite. But I think, I'm not even sure exactly where they are in that process with the real name. So Brad, that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to ask and see where the process is, because I am gonna be I have been very this year will be 8 years since I've been cosplaying her. So of course I'm very committed. I'm very connected to her. I feel connected to her in a lot of ways. So I'm really curious to see actually what her real name is going to be. I'm not pushing for it to be, because then I don't want to be, obviously if something happens, she get beat. I don't want to, I'm like, no, I don't know. It's hard. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place with that, but I feel like there is a,
well, and like, it's tough having your name on a character, especially if it's one that like you didn't create to have control over. So like, what happens if she gets killed in a crossover or something, or goes bad and becomes a
you gotta go through all those panels, you gotta draw it out. Like, no, I don't want you guys to do it's already funny and weird enough. Not weird, but it's trippy. How like life imitates art and things like that, where it's like I see her and I'm like, okay, that's definitely my nose. That's definitely, or it's like, that's not my ears. But
I remember like the first time I met you asking you about that, because we were sitting at dinner and I was looking at you in costume, and I was thinking back, because I had just read like everything from Freestyle Comics like before I came up to that con. Yeah. And I was like, there's a couple pictures in that book that look exactly like the profile I'm looking at right here.
Or like people always say, like, you look like you walked off the pages. And it's a lot. It's like, that's a very fun and cool thing, and I'm very honored to have that opportunity. It's surreal. Honestly, if I could tell little me that, I would have never thought that something like that would even be a possibility. So
it almost made me spit on my computer.
I'm so sorry.
You've been flying across my refrigerator as Vigilance for a few years.
Oh, Brad. That's hilarious. That's actually really funny. That's really funny. You're really funny for that one. Well, at least yeah, what do you say to that? Wow, I don't even think I never would have thought anyone would say that to me either. I've been flying across somebody's refrigerator. Wow, what an honor.
My refrigerator is getting so filled up with magnets now from comic books. Like, there's so many on there now. And I just got the like produce pets from Sarah.
Oh yes, those were so adorable.
And those things are big, and I ordered the magnets of all of them. So like that, I got a whole vegetable garden on one side of the fridge now, and then magnets from everybody else. And
those were really cute.
Yeah, they came out.
Sarah does some cool stuff.
Yes, I was like, oh, Tony, I really hope you feel better. Is it like your voice, does your throat hurt?
It's head hurt, body hurt, everything. I'm cool. I'm all right.
J-Man, you're very kind. The Queen of Feed, very interesting, man.
But it's very my screen here. Share some of this stuff that Ryan put in.
Yes.
So
isn't that nice?
K-pop Demon Hunters 2 looking to release in 2029. I mean, you don't make something that does as well as this does,
yeah,
and not come back for round 2. I think, I mean, for somebody who has watched the movie 50,000 times because my daughter is obsessed with it,
Yeah.
I think the movie's great. I think the movie, the soundtrack is fire.
It's amazing.
Praise and everything that it's getting so far, like it deserves its flowers.
It deserves the accolades that it's certainly getting, and even at the Grammys too. It's like it's just a lot of things these past 2 weeks was a great statement to just like wonderful work and the product of what goes into it. So I mean, I'm excited for that too, because it's really cool to see all of this. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some type of like, I mean, K-pop-ish type of influence on the performing next at the Super Bowl next year. Because I mean, we're going down the line, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it either. I agree. And like I said, man,
I feel like it might. I want to kind of bet on that, you know? It's like
these girls deserve their flowers, like I said.
Absolutely.
They came to
absolutely
did not come to play.
Absolutely.
And this movie's a good message. It's got some the animation is fire. And it's a movie like I'm proud that like my daughter likes. You know what I mean? Like she loves it and she wants to dress up with the characters and she wants to be the characters, and it's somebody that's, you know, strong for her to look up to, and I'm glad that she has this. So,
and that's a powerful thing, honestly, when you're able to create a movement of something with such positivity and love. It's just like you want that image and things like that. Like that's amazing. Hello.
What is up, DM Ray in the house?
I made it.
I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm so glad to have you. We made it. Woohoo!
Good to see you guys again. I dropped my kids off in gymnastics, so I'm got some time now.
Oh, you're gonna do a
I'm sitting in a random parking lot.
Oh.
Welcome to Winnipeg. It's nice and snowy out. Here I am.
Man,
I do a couple news updates.
Yes.
K-pop Demon Hunters 2 looking to be released in 2029. Did you watch that, Ray?
You know what? I haven't seen K-pop yet.
Oh, dude.
Highly recommended.
I hear it's good. I'm looking forward to it. Just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was a thing, and my daughter-in-law put it on, and at first I was like, oh, this is something she put on for the kids to watch. And I start watching, and I was like, you know, this isn't stupid. And then I keep watching, and I realized how hard she's singing along to it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, boy, I'm just bopping, and I'm getting all emotional.
Yeah.
And it was.
You're right in there.
It was funny because before I'd even seen the act, like before I'd even sat down and watched the movie, I knew every song to it and knew just because my kids. I mean, every time we got in the car, it's like play that K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. And the kids are just, all three of them, just belting every song. So, like, we drove to Florida and back. And I'm like, I knew all these songs. I'm like, man, let me go ahead and just sit down and watch this movie. And then I watched the movie. I'm like, I get it.
But man, that's the way I go about it. Like, I go through the soundtrack first, and then I go into watch the movie. So I feel like that's the way I kind of, like, fall into it, you know? I love the music. Sure. The score is always something that catches me.
Music is definitely can make or break a film. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Brad, I read where they just wasn't expecting he made a comment about the merchandise. They just wasn't expecting it with Netflix how it would end up. And like I would imagine that some of these merchandise companies just didn't like want to pick it up without knowing. And then now we're seeing a lot on their back end. And
I mean, if
you're
Hasbro, are you taking another Netflix cartoon movie seriously?
Right.
I mean, you're not thinking, oh, that's going to be the next Star Wars or Barbie or Bratz or something. Like, they knock those things out so quick and so fast, they didn't take it seriously. And
I mean, you know, they're willing to take a chance on Disney because Disney, they know Disney's going to come correct. You know, Encanto is a good.
I love Encanto.
You know what I'm saying? Disney knew.
But I mean, a lot of these things it kind of showed because even like how I told you I went to go see Iron Lung, that became #1 over the weekend. Like it's kind of showing the hope that it knocked Disney off of its 10. It was going to be a 10-week consecutive win in the box office, but it's showing as a great win for independent creators that Disney's not the only one that can create good things or things that people would want to watch. And I think that was also a great topic of conversation too, because Iron Lung beat Send Help. Send Help went #1 on Sunday, and then it came back and got #1 on Monday. The movie Iron Lung, that was a fully funded independent film by a YouTuber.
Yes.
That's amazing, and that speaks volumes, and even just from the bonus of what they did, they could get bonuses back to the people who worked on that movie, and that is an amazing feat, and that was so encouraging for a lot of independents out there too.
I agree. That's definitely on my list to watch, especially after you gave it its praise. I will say that Send Help though is fire also. That's a good one. That's a good movie. I haven't seen that. Predator Badlands is coming to Disney Plus and Hulu on February 12th. I have not seen this movie yet. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah.
I heard it's an upgrade to The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's a similar vein of storytelling, but it's just like, if you like Predator, it's that as well kind of thing.
Okay.
That's helpful. Okay.
New Pirates of the Caribbean. I could care less, to be honest. I don't even care.
He didn't even finish reading the title. He just said it exactly how he felt. Like he was just like, listen.
The works focus on Jack Sparrow's son. Cool. Okay. We get it. This does nothing for me.
I'm not saying they might not be able to do something cool and interesting in that world, but like they've taken it so far, I find it hard to believe unless they're going to like find Cthulhu under the sea or something. I don't know how they're going to take it any further than what they've already done.
She's not even in the background. I don't know what. She's not even in the background. I don't think.
No, she's not.
And then the last one I want to show, because we want to get to talking to our guest and what he has. The Baldur's Gate TV series is in the works at HBO. I'm 1000% for this. Anything fantasy that they're coming out with, anything that's gonna be fantasy that they're gonna drop, here for 100%. Baldur's Gate is a fun, well,
it's Forgotten Realms, right? Like that. That's like the last D&D movie. That's the same world, the same flares and themes and stuff. Definitely looking forward to seeing that. That has a lot of promise.
Yeah, and then HBO is gonna do its thing, so hopefully they can get it and stick an ending, but we'll see. But other than that, man, I am excited about this one.
Yes.
That pirate ship has sailed, says Brad.
Brother. That's what I'm saying. It has sailed up. But I am going to take this off of here. That's a little bit of nerd news that we have for you guys. And we're going to get Fish. You can go ahead and share your screen. I'm taking mine off, I think. There we go. Did it come off? Is it off there? What's going on?
There we go.
Oh. There we go.
Oh.
And let's get into someone else who is running. Oh, you are not running it. You're about to launch.
Soon, April.
It's not there yet.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to get the word out.
Pre-launch page. Something I didn't do that well.
Yeah.
Hey,
you almost caught up to me in a short amount of time. I'm impressed.
Almost did.
That's pretty
man.
awesome.
I was like almost at 80, which I think 100 is the highest I've ever gotten on a pre-launch so far. So I'm very close to getting my best. My best before launch is 112, and I believe it's currently at 109. I'm doing this off of my phone, so I can't see it there.
Yes,
well.
Right. It's 109.
Yep. 109.
You got some eagle eyes. Good on you.
I was about to say that. You're at 109. You said you're launching in April?
Yes, launching in April. Been just hitting the pavement, talking to people, getting some awareness out, as they say. What we have right now, just showing off, is covers. I do have a couple. If you go to my Facebook page, I'm doing this off my phone, so I can't share my screen per se.
All right, yeah.
But maybe we'll show those first, and then we can show a variant done by Fish here, which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited to finally make this public.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we announced stuff. We got some announcements.
Oh, we dropped
stuff here. All right.
Insider 5-star exclusive
on the 5-star.
Yes.
What an honor.
5-star exclusive.
What an honor. We're so excited. This is just in. We're going to see an amazing new cover that literally was here.
One of the most... Oh, I know what you're doing. That's one of my reels. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I found the reel and not a photo.
Like, what sound was?
We're still on the Kickstarter page, though.
Yeah, well, I'm looking on.
He's looking.
looking
He's
Just
on my
setting it up.
verifying. He's going through the
Well,
screens.
you
I
know,
didn't
well,
necessarily just
there we
scroll
go.
all of his like happy birthday pics and stuff.
Yeah.
So here we have, this is a variant cover by turning off the camera.
Ooh.
Hold on, I'm getting a warning here. My phone is, I just got to take my cover off,
Oh, it's getting
unplug.
hot.
Yes,
Your
I
phone's
think
having
we're
a hot
okay.
flash.
What I'm going to do, because it's,
Having a hot.
yeah, that's right. I've got,
When your
We're
phone
good now.
gets to a certain age, it's not uncommon for it to have a
Yeah.
hot flash too.
Side effects may
All right.
include.
okay, I think we're good. Anyway, so this is one of the characters, Chasgo. First and foremost, I need to disclaim that, man, this has been like torture not being able to talk about the storyline. I've been
Yeah.
releasing one issue every April. This is the 3rd April I'll be releasing issue 3. It's the final issue. And this has been like, this mini series has been like, I've been picking away at this since roughly 2022. And I've been, it's not my day job, so I've taken my time with it, and I've picked talent I felt was worthy of the product. And Fish, definitely, I felt I finally got him into the game here, which we'll show in a second. This one here was done by somebody in the Philippines. His name is Pogs Art is his alias. And it was colored by Dave Kemp, one of the Kemp brothers, they've colored like a bunch of issues for Marvel, Spawn, Marvel
Beautiful
Knights
job.
at Turn of the
Great job.
Century. This cover is just a beautiful
It's
piece of
beautiful.
art.
It is. It really is.
And also the kicker, this one, everything white on there is going to be glow in the dark. So I'm very excited about that.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's gonna be cool.
That is gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
That's gonna be
That's
really
a beautiful cover.
I almost
Yes.
turned off my lights to see if it was going to glow in the dark. If I could.
Gargoyles. Dope.
If you keep going there, there's my ugly mug there. It's minus 40. Look, that's the inside of my kid's school. Had frost on the inside of the windows.
Just scrolling through
Oh
your
my
Facebook is
God.
hilarious.
There's maple flavored Pepsi. I love that one.
Do you
Ooh.
like it?
No, I just love the picture.
Oh,
Keep going. There's more. Keep going. If you go to my profile picture, you could scroll through the images faster, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, look at that guy.
Ah,
Your friends
Birthday
with-
hats on my face.
that's great.
Well,
So there's the
hang on.
image.
We just did.
There you click.
Go back. See all. There you go. Go to see all above there.
Yeah, just
All good. All good. So the images there. Go. That works perfect.
mhm.
Scroll down. A little bit more. I see a couple of variants, but they got letters all over them. Let's see. There's one. Yeah, go ahead. Click on that one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Harv Salteras, who he drew the first year of Ghost Rider Volume 2, where Dan Ketch took over as the Rider. That was in 1990. He drew this for me. This is the main antagonist. In issue 1 and 2, there's not even a mention of her. So this is one of the this is what we're calling the main antagonist cover of issue 3. This is what we call an elven necromancer, which is kind of a walking contradiction, but you need to read it to understand why. This is also colored by Dan Kemp. Dan Kemp, one of the other Kemp brother, who's colored like lots of beautiful like milestone staple issues throughout various different comic titles.
Very nice.
He colored basically Spawn 50 to Spawn 150.
Wow.
So it was really cool to have a guy who colored a Hellspawn from Image, and then the guy who did the line work, he did the basically Marvel's equivalent of a Hellspawn. So I got them to combine forces. They've done the two of them have done that twice for me now. I'm really happy with how this image turned out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a nice cover.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it came
cool.
out really nice.
Indeed.
Let's see. Here we go. This is the other cover.
That's the main protagonist image. That's all 4 characters. This is this was a warm-up drawing that my interior artist Victor Medina did to get ready for issue 2. I liked it so much I wanted it to be the main cover. So with some color corrections, and I purchased it off him. He made it just that much better. I'm really happy with this one. Really comes together really nice. And
Does
I
the
like
white
the
on this one
positioning.
go in the dark too? Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, no, but that's okay.
I looked at it right away and I wanted to ask. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But that's all Victor Medina from soup to nuts, including coloring. And I'm really happy with how that one looked. I think those are the only ones I have public right now. I've been just looking at a couple others that were just finished, and I can't show them yet. It's just, I really want to. It's just torturous. I can't show it yet. But
yeah, that's
Fish, we're going to show a fourth cover here by Fish. This is going to be a lava foil cover.
Oh,
and I'm so excited to finally have a look at this bad boy. It's going to be awesome.
I'm going to try the GIF that I sent you earlier and see how that comes up on here.
Well, why don't you try the regular one first?
Okay, here we go.
Either way. It's loading. Let's do it.
And moving. How does that look for y'all?
It's still loading. Oh, there we go. There it is there.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
It's a little hard to see because it's zoomed out, but this is the little guy that likes, pardon me, mute. This is the little guy who may or may not have blown up a building trying to liberate a couple things, but I can't really talk about issue 3. But
yeah,
I really like how Fish put this one together. Do you have just the flat one without the animation? And get a better look at a little bit of this.
Pulling it up right now. I have to download it from. Turn that off and then come over here and turn that
There
on.
we go.
There we go. Whoops. It disappeared on me. Come on. Come back. There we go.
Come back.
It's hilarious. I'm going to have to hold my phone to the window to cool this down. There we go. That looks a little better. So here's the little guy. He is under 4 feet in height. You can see a little telescope poking out of from behind him over his shoulder. The telescope can actually, almost like a shotgun, it can blast raw arcana out of it. And he seems to have some abilities of manipulating metal, similar to that of how a gnome can influence nature. So we don't explain why there's a fire going on here, but this sucker's going to look really good with lava foil. And Fish, you did an amazing job. It is really nice to look at, and it's nice to finally be able to show this off. I'm going to be sharing the snot out of this later today.
Honestly, that sounds like a very interesting telescope. That sounds like the most interesting telescope, rather, that I've ever heard that can do that.
It syncs with his goggles, and there is some unknown style of arcana. He doesn't fully understand how he does it. He just knows he can do it. That doesn't mean he's the most amazing person, like casting spells and things, but he does know how to tinker and make widgets, if you will.
That's awesome. No, that's really cool.
No, that's a really good cover. I mean, Fish, I mean, I've had a few pieces done by Fish in my day. Fish has maybe drawn a few things for me.
1 or 2.
You know, the guy delivers. So
definitely. Yeah, I'm very happy with the results.
Is blowing from the flames, the whole environment around it, and then foil. This cover is gonna look sick as hell.
And
I think so.
Really dope cover.
I agree.
It actually inspired me to do a metal cover this time on the trade because of doing this one and the metal bookmarks that I did on the last Alice campaign. I was like, you know what? I can't let Ray have all the fun. I got to try this too. And it was already a fiery image, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to try this on Green Zone and see how it goes. So
it's gonna shine.
I've already sold a couple. Hopefully it does well. But I'm really excited to see this. I have really enjoyed the series and really got a lot of fun of it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is like straight off of a role-playing game that you play with your friends, right? Like,
yes, this is actually based off of. Long story short, when I was, I moved across country and I left everything, family, friends, the works. This is over a decade ago now, but one thing I'm always looking for excuses to hang out with my friends, be it webcam or anything else. It's not like I can fly back home all the time. So we started playing Dungeons and Dragons via webcam. And eventually we were able to like make these really cool stories. I did a homebrew, and this story is actually based off of the lore of the first homebrew that I ever ran. So the main difference is I took out the main characters and I swapped them for my own characters I made up. I injected them in, and it came together really nice. I was really happy with how this all played together.
That's awesome. I know we've talked about it a little bit personally, but like there's just so much fun stuff that happens in that kind of environment, playing back and forth with your friends, and
Yes.
things that would happen that you would never think of, and things that they think of doing that, like, I quit coming up with ways to beat the bad guys a long time ago because my players never do that. They never figure out the one way I thought of to beat them. They always come up with something completely off the wall, like dropping a cow on them from 100 feet in the air or something. And like, how do you plan for that? So that kind of chaos is the stuff that makes it fun. And then there's
gotta love the wild cards.
Rolling a 1 and the chaos that comes from. I love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can have something like completely badass in your mind, and then you roll a 1, and you're like,
those are the best. They make for the best stories.
They do make for the best stories, but as a player, sometimes you're like, dang it, man.
I'll give you a good natural 1 story. I've said this on a couple of other streams. One time, I was a dungeon master, and at our one meeting, there was only 2 players. One was a brutish fighter barbarian kind of character, and the other one was a sneaky rogue. And there was an oncoming group of orcs that seemed mindless coming to approach this castle. These 2 characters convinced the king that they want to go out and scout this group first. So they get about halfway between the orcs and the castle, and then the fighter, the big brute, he says, I want to start sharpening poles and sticking them in the ground and angling them towards the oncoming group. So as if we engage in combat, I can at least bottleneck them and slow them down in ways if we're going to fight. The rogue says, well, I want to get closer and see if I can get any good details on them. So the rogue decides to half the distance yet again. And he says, I want to spy on them with my telescope. Okay, perception check. He rolls a natural 1. And I describe to him how he sees a large man on a rock sharpening poles. He's looking the wrong way at first. One of the best critical ones I got to describe ever. It was a good one.
That's a good one.
I had a where I rolled a natural 1. It was, I think it's like 2 weeks ago. We're playing this campaign, and we're going through this swamp, and there's these lizard folk, and we're like, well, 2 of us will go and make interaction, but me being like the ranger, I'm like, I'll go up in the tree and just kind of be ready to go, sneaky, this and that. And I rolled a 1, and the DM's like, as they're talking to these lizard folks, you clumsily like slip and fall out of the tree and make this, and then they have to explain. So then it forced the other players to explain like who I was and what I was doing. You're already talking like these lizard folk that are already on edge or whatever. It was pretty funny. I was like, I'm usually like, that's no kind of problem for my character or anything. And then to roll a 1 there, it's like, oh my god.
Well, here we are.
Just look like an idiot.
Splat on the ground. Hi guys.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like my son. We play a superhero game that I've been running for like 30 years. And so my kids grew up playing it. And one of them was basically playing Hawkeye. Like, he's a weapons master, can use anything, but he loves his trick arrows because the Avengers had come out when he was a kid. And so he's shooting these arrows and stuff. And he eventually starts running out of all of his explosive arrows and his rocket assisted armor piercing arrows and all this stuff. And he finally pulls out one that he's never used before, an acid arrow. And then he rolls a 1. And as I'm rolling on this chart to see how bad is this going to be, he ended up melting his hand off with this acid arrow. And so for like the rest of the campaign, he's got to bandage it up in a sewer, mind you. And then he's like chunking arrows for the rest of the game at things because he can't use his bow one-handed.
That's great.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was epic.
Good.
So why don't you tell the people where they can? Why don't we pull up the Kickstarter one more time, so we can look and get it to where we can have people go follow it. You are what, 3 away, 4 away from your highest on having something followed.
You
right?
said 112, right? That was your highest?
112 is my highest ever, and we're just behind by a couple. Anybody listening right now, this story, the entire thing will be on this Kickstarter. This issue alone, this Kickstarter, there's going to be 10 covers. Usually I don't do that many, but once I reveal, it will be understandable why. I can't give that secret up yet. I could probably do this in about, let's say 6 or 7 sentences. First things first, this is a fantasy themed comic, and it's starting to pick up now, but it's hard to find fantasy comics. So you go back enough. I mean, they do exist, but they're not really established. Anybody that has friends that they don't get to see as much as they used to, for various responsibilities, be it school, kids, work, in my case, relocating. This book is an homage to that level of camaraderie. It's just told in the theme of fantasy through the medium of a comic book. So if you really can relate to that, if there's that one person you miss, I bet you'll be able to relate to this story. So far in issue 1 and 2, after these 4 friends meet up in their hometown, they're going to leave for work, some type of a contract. It's not really discussed. They find themselves in the middle of a zombie outbreak.
Oh, great.
It's staved off. They help the guards. It's staved off early, but one fella's inclined to believe that it has something to do with a local drug called weave. So between then and the end of issue 2, they go through a couple of leads, and they end up finding some bandits that have a couple of citizens held captive. They get a narrow escape, and this issue, this whole thing takes place over one night. So this final issue that rounds the night off, they get to find out the hard way where all this is coming from, and they're at the end of their night. They're not fresh, and they're not the best of fighters. These are people that have been tired out and exhausted, and they are the closest people to stop what appears to be some type of curse. They find out by the end of the second issue and the start of this issue, something is about to fall onto their hometown by the time the sun comes out from the horizon again. And this whole thing, I mean, shout out to my interior artist, Victor Medina. To quote him, he says he likes stories where it isn't just action's great, of course, but not action all the time. Issue 1 and 2 do have their share of action, but it has to be justified. Issue 3, as they say in volleyball, bump, set, and spike. This issue spikes. It spikes hard. There's something everybody, I feel, can relate to. The characters are very different, and they're all expressed in very different ways. You can tell they're friends, not by the way per se they get along, which they obviously do, but more so the little things, including how they rub each other the wrong way. I mean, in the first issue, one guy's coaxed into disguising as a female to sneak into a little hideout there, which is really hilarious. But there's all sorts of things going on, and I guarantee you there's not, unlike, I mean, no disrespect to Marvel or DC, you don't need to know 60, 70 years worth of lore to understand what's going on in this comic. It's one complete story, beginning, middle, end, and when it starts, you'll feel like this world existed before the story started. When it's finished, you will feel like it will keep on going. And all in all, one complete package. And when it's done, when you're done reading it, you could say, you know what? I'm glad I read that. I appreciated it for what it is. So if you guys click on that follow for that Kickstarter, that alone algorithmically will sway things in my favor. You can buy that cover by Fish, Lava Foil of Little Wee Dunanini. This, I find it comical. A guy who's underneath 4 feet in height can walk up to a tree and just blast it and send it to splinters. But that cover right there is going to be one of the covers available. You are exclusively seeing it today, and I am going to be very relieved when I can finally talk about all 3 of these issues.
We love that. We'll definitely have to have you back in April when it's launched.
Yeah.
I think that you can be
I'm
able
in.
to share a lot more. You know what I mean with it.
I know. It's like looking at
If
Kickstarter.
you guys are watching this or you watch later on, make sure you hit go check it out, follow. That way you can be notified. That's it goes a long way for us creators when you go and hit that follow.
Absolutely.
You don't think it means much, but it really does for us.
We want some of that iron lung love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
That's right. Yes, absolutely. And I'll make sure. Let me see. Am I logged in already? Heck yeah, it remembered me. Sweet.
there we go. All right, DM Ray, we appreciate that, man. We appreciate you coming on and showing us this project. Before we head out, we are gonna make some Fivestar Comic Con updates. DM, you are more than welcome to stay on if you want to and hang out a little bit longer, or if you want to head out because your phone is on fire, you can do that as well.
You know what? I had it out of my car window there, so we're good.
I saw that.
I
I was
noticed.
like,
I was like, "How cold is it up there?" You got that
old
Dude,
enough to
right
pull off a phone. That's it.
in Celsius. It's warmed up to -6. That's 6 below freezing. At 2 weekends ago, with wind chill in Fahrenheit, it was -54.
Whoa.
That blows my mind.
In Fahrenheit.
It can warm up 50 degrees in one day and still be 0. That is insane.
Amazing. But that was a couple weeks ago. I think we're past the hard part now. February is a little tricky. Sometimes you get these things called cold snaps. The last thing I'll say is the really cool thing about Winnipeg in regards to its embracing of winter. We actually have a French festival here called the Festival des Voyageurs, which is basically the fur trader era, essentially pioneer times. Winnipeg is roughly in the center of Canada, so if everything was done by boat and horse, you got to go through Winnipeg. So there's lots of celebratory cultures that are performed at that time. It's a cool time, but they literally make sculptures out of snow here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've never felt more southern in my entire life. There's no way I'm living up there with no 50 below 0. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
It's a good time. I promise it's a good time, but to each their own, of course. Unfortunately, I got to go get my kids right away here for gymnastics. But I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you so much.
This was a really good time. I'm definitely looking forward to coming back, and the hospitality, you guys propping up my project here. It's beyond words what I can say for thanks. So I'll do the Canadian thing and say thank you.
No problem at all, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's good seeing
Fish
you.
will get with you to schedule you back on for April, buddy.
I'm all in. Thank you very much again. Talk to you later.
All right,
See
man.
ya.
See ya. You need to go check it out.
That
You
was
need to go-
nice.
You need to go check out that. Go follow that. Go follow that. That was nice. Let's see. I'm going to stop sharing for I can share.
Stop sharing so you can share?
Stop sharing for I can share. Yes.
Oh, you're saying stop sharing so you can share.
Oh, right. Whoa, that's not cool. That's not. There we go. Thanks. We got a guest that we just announced, Mr. Campbell Cooley. Man, this dude has been part of almost every single season of Power Rangers. This dude, I'm excited to have this guest because you don't really like the villains that play in all the seasons. This guy voiced a lot of those villains. He's one of the longest reigning villain voice actors for Power Rangers.
That's pretty cool.
And he's also been in some other animes. So in One Piece, he was in One Piece. So that's pretty exciting. Tickets are on sale now for Fivestar Comic Con. So you should go hit the link that we'll provide in the chat. Fee, you don't care to put that in there real quick in the chat, fivestarcomiccon.com.
I'm a guest. I can't type in the chat.
Yeah, I need to give you the login stuff.
Come on, man.
I get it.
I never had a key to the house, man. How am I supposed to? Can't look at me like that, Tony.
I ain't looking at you like that.
Oh,
He's looking at you in a certain tone of voice. We all heard.
You looked at me and said it with your eyes. You said you should have that.
You should have that. That was towards Fish.
I think about it every time when we're in here and something comes up and she can't do what she used to could do. And then I absolutely forget when I get out of here because I can hear my wife in there like making dinner right now. And that's the only thing I'm going to be thinking about when I get out of
be
here.
running like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy when they go to a meal. But one thing they're not going to do is miss a meal. I get it.
So tickets are on sale right now, guys. I need you to go and cop them tickets. We got what do we got? We got day tickets, we got weekend tickets, and we have the VIP swag. So, I mean, if you're somebody that likes to go all in, you're somebody that wants the full experience. You want to grab them VIP.
You want the 5-star experience?
You want the 5-star experience? You want to get with them VIP tickets. It's gonna be a good time. We have a bunch of creators coming. We have a bunch of special guests coming. We're going to be announcing a whole bunch more, and we're going to have a bunch more updates on here. So this is where you want to be on Wednesdays, where you can get that 5-star feed, and you can get them Fivestar Comic Con updates, because we're going to be dropping some stuff. You know what's something, the winter makes you kind of want to hibernate. You kind of to yourself. You kind of doing,
you said winter. I thought you said the winter. I was like, the winter takes it all. You said winter. Never mind. Just kidding.
Yesterday here, it hit 50 outside. Yeah. Now, for us Ohioans, 50 feel good. We like 50.
Yeah, it was 70 down here.
So
stop it.
When that kind of weather starts hitting and the sun's in it, makes you, man. I never wanted to just go and be out somewhere and make a steak on the grill and do all the things that I know is about to be coming with spring and summer, and it just made me excited. So we're going to be sharing a bunch of stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff in the community of Dayton to just kind of get out there. And it just made just that one little sliver of a good day. Maybe that just, more hype about the summer and the cool stuff that we're going to be doing. So as always, remember to be a 5-star version of yourself. Keep grinding, keep killing it. Fee, you got anything that you want to add before we go?
Keep being amazing, keep striving and giving yourself grace as you show up as the 5-star version of yourself.
There you go. Mr. Fish, hey, y'all need to go back this Kickstarter. Go MrFish.com. Go check it out. Fish does amazing work. He never misses. The dude's on top of everything. There's nothing that you're going to think of that he hasn't already thought of.
He thought it already. He thunk it.
Man, people were coming up with ideas all show long on Roll for Hero that I hadn't thought of. I was like, ooh, that's good. I should use that.
Fish he's got a crazy, we don't call him crazy Uncle Fish for nothing. That man's mind is always working at a different level. And to be honest, Green Zone's a story that I'm going to say this and leave it there, and you can take it how you want to. It's real relevant.
Yeah.
All right. It's real relevant. And again, I'm not bringing up anything of that nature on this show, because that's not what this show's about, but it's relevant. So
it wasn't intended to be.
We didn't talk about the Super Bowl because I was
anything. It was just supposed to be a story. And then the whole world changed.
You know what? I will say, Fee, that you brought it up. I'm going to just say this about the Super Bowl. I enjoyed the Super Bowl halftime show. I thought the Super Bowl halftime show was beautiful representation.
It was great.
The Super Bowl halftime show did its thing. I can understand. I will respect and disagree with people that want to disagree.
Yeah.
That is your prerogative. But I will say that for myself, and I know as I go into these schools and I teach these kids, and the way that they look and the way that that they speak, I know they were excited, and I know they were hyped to have that representation for the halftime show. I'm going to leave it at that right there. Fee, if you got anything you want to add, you can. But I'm just saying.
My only thing to add is anything stronger than hate is love, and that's what we always want to move with. So love always overpowers anything. Love conquers all. That's it.
So there we go. Rock with us, and we will catch you next Wednesday right here. I won't actually. I will be out, but they will.
Why would you even set us up like that if you said you was going to be here?
I won't be here. I did put it in the group message for you already.
I know, but I'm telling the people. We knew this. I knew this.
I didn't want to disappoint the people.
You just did.
Well, now they got a little bit
It'll
more
still
time to
be a
heal.
fun 5-star, even if it's
We'll be
missing
here.
a little bit of the clapback kid and the
Clapback kid
Chat 'em
won't
up
be there.
champion.
We'll be here.
What
We'll be here.
what is it that I have? Oh, I'll be working at Crooked Dog Comics, your local comic book shop here in Middletown. If you're from the area, you should definitely come check out the shop and come see me. Come hang out. It's gonna be a good time. So that's all we got. As I like to say, fishy fish, run that outro. Peace.